Hey, what's up everyone, how are you all? So this is the only video you will have to watch to learn the basics of Alight Motion. So let's get straight into the video. So after opening Alight Motion, this is the interface we get. On this side we have projects. On first, let's create a project. You have to click on this green button to create a project. Go to project, not elements, project, and select your aspect ratio. We're going to use 16:9, which is our common aspect ratio. You can change your background, like I'll be using black. You can use transparency always. Let's use black. And to import something, you have to click on the plus button again, this plus, and you can import shapes like this circle. You can always change the color with this color and fill option. As you can see, you can use gradient too. There are 3 types of gradient. You can choose any of them. To change the color, you have to tap it here and like here. And yeah, as you can see, it looks awesome. Let's delete this. You can delete any layer from here over here, delete button. And let's import an image. To import an image, click on image and videos, and you can import an image like this one. You can always increase the size with panning, but I won't recommend it to you. To undo everything, you have to click here to undo and here to redo. So to move around, transform, all you have to do is click here, move, and we have section to move. We also have magnets, like these magnetic lines, to place it with alignment. And then we have rotation. You can rotate it. Then we have size. You can size it up and move around. Then we have this option, skewness, Y skew and Z skew. Let's undo. And if you want to, let's assume if you want to use keyframes, like if you want this image over here to go up here and over here again come down, all you have to do is add keyframes. This is the option for keyframes. Like we are going to add keyframe over here, plus over here again, and here again. And whenever you are on a keyframe, you will see that keyframe will light up with green color. Like there will be green stroke. You will know you are on a keyframe. And on first keyframe we are over here, and let's move on to our second keyframe and move the image like this down. On the third keyframe we are again over here. So when we play it, it will be like this. Okay, but if you want a cool animation, like smooth transition of it going down and again coming up, click here. We have curves here, and there are some presets. I always use this one. This is really cool. Let's do this over here too. As you can see, it's a bit smoother, but you can always play with curves by yourself. This is started, this is ending. You can use keyframes in everything, like in rotation, in size, in skewness. It's super easy. And you can also copy paste these curves like this. I can copy curve, and here I can paste curve. Super easy. And let's use our any other project to demonstrate, like this one, to demonstrate further. So let's move on to border and shadows. I hope you will all know what stroke means, but if you don't panic. Stroke is like outer border. As you can see, we have, let's try change the color of stroke from to red. As you can see, we have a nice kind of a frame. Let's turn off stroke. Then we have border. Click on add border, and you can add border outside too. It's like real stroke, the stroke we are familiar with. You can change the color to like this purple, increase the size. As you can see, I'm on test layer. As you can see, this stream starts in soon layer, and you can see the stroke over our test. And then we have drop shadow. Click on shadow, and you can move the shadow with your hands. Like we can place the shadow over here. You can basically move the distance, I would say. You can change the size over here, opacity over here, and you can always manually move the X and Y axis to move our shadow. And then we have over here test tool. You can write anything you want, like hello. You can change your text over here, your font over here, like Montserrat. Color over here, white, and size over here. And click here. As you can see, we have our test, and we can also move our test or any other file with over here. Rotate it and do whatever you want to do. And let's go to vector drawing. Although if you want to start, click on this plus button. It will start drawing. And move on and click the plus button again to trace or match any shape you want. Like if I want to match this shape and back to the original point, yeah, we have a shape. So over here you can move around the points, the nodes. Like over here, if I want to curve here, all I have to do is click this and I can curve, as you can see. You can also do that over here, edit points. Let's click this shape, and then we have freehand drawing. You all know what this means. We can draw whatever we want, but you have to be good in drawing. And then we have elements. You can save a certain layers to import as export as element, and you can import that layer whenever you want. Like if I want to, which layer is this? If I want to export this layer as element, if I click here, save to my element. And then we have audio. You can choose any of your audio to any of your videos. And again, coming back to layers, we have opacity option, blends and opacity. You can decrease or increase the opacity. You can always keyframe over anything like effects, opacity, color fill, move, transform, edit points. It is super useful. We have blending options like multiply, lighten screen, overlay, and everything. Then we have option for speed over here. You can increase the speed or decrease the speed, depends on you. And then we have our audio. This layer is no audio, has no audio, but you can increase or decrease audio. Then we have over here to trim it for the left side. Like if I click here, the left side will be trimmed, and if I click here, the right side will be trimmed, and if I click here, video will be split into two parts. Like this is the one and this is the one. And let's move on to effects. You can add any effect. Like if I click on add effect, we can have black bars, okay, it won't work on this. Let's choose your background, black bars. It is quite useful if you are working on an like cinematic video or action video, anything like that. Then you can always hide or unhide the effect over here, and click on three dots to change the settings of any effect. You can delete your effect over here. Let's add another effect. Then we have our drawing tool. Let me demonstrate your drawing tool with some test. We can do that. Let's add a point, and let's add a key point over here. And as you can see, we have progress in test. Super simple. Then we have our countdowns, count up or count down, test spacing, like spacing between lines. Then we have smooth edges. It is like basically feather tool. Then we have stroke color. We don't have a stroke. Transform setting, you can copy setting over here. Brightness, let's use this on our background. Brightness, you can increase the brightness, decrease the brightness. You can change the contrast, decrease or increase. Color map. Color map won't work on this. Then we have lone shadow. Let's choose an image, PNG image for this. PNG layer. Increase opacity. You can see we have 3D launch shadow. Awesome. Then we have RGB split radial shadow. It is quite the same thing but little different. Then we can change any color. Then we have over here blur section, directional blur, fast blur, Gaussian blur. Let's choose Gaussian blur. As you can see, we can blur any layer. Then after blur we have inner blur, lens blur, all kinds of blur. And in procedural there are things you might need like noise. You can increase or decrease the noise. And there are other features in wrap and distortion. And yeah, there is important in chroma key. We all know what chroma key means. You can delete a certain color from an image. Let's use this image like over here, and if you want to remove the black color, here math mastery, use chroma key, color selected black. As you can see, you can increase the threshold and featherness. We have dissolve effect, fade in, fade out effect, feather again. We have radial wipe, solid matte, vignette. We have a vignette over here, wipe animation over here. You have to use all these animation with keyframes. Like if I use this, all I have to do is keyframe over starting point, middle, again, and ending. And if I want to dissolve it in the middle, if I want to wipe it in the middle, I can do that. Like you can see, and then we have glow scan. This is, I use it quite a lot. Then we have smooth bevel. If you want to give something a 3D type of reflection look. It won't work on white. Let's choose this layer. Here you go. You can increase the radius, decrease the radius, angle of reflection and color, reflection and shadow. And yeah, there are other effects too. You can match your layer like below another layer by dragging it from here. Click on this 3 icon, what we call it, 3 lines icon. No, it's like, I don't know what, sandwich icon, and the layer will be below the other layer. You can always hide an layer by clicking over here, and you can select the layer, multiple layers, to merge them down with this option, and you can create multiple layers. And for exporting, click here and we have all our formats over here. By clicking this arrow, we have settings for video. You can change your resolution over here, crowded, and frame rate, like if you want to match your video 15 frame, 30 or 60, and bitrate for your colors. It also means quality, quality of colors. And click here for exporting. Hopefully you will like this video, and if you do like this video, let me know in the comment down below, and let me know what video next do you want to see. See you next time. Subscribe for more videos like this. Peace out.